The Columbia River runs from Canada through Washington state and along the Washington-Oregon border, ultimately emptying into the Pacific. The river's drainage basin includes the Snake, Deschutes, Spokane, and Willamette rivers, amongst others, that flow through the previously mentioned states, as well as Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. It is the entry to the Port of Portland and a major provider of jobs, food, and income to the area. During salmon runs, the river is crammed full of boats from sunup to sundown, trying their skills at reeling in one of these fish. As a hopeful environmental manager in the area, I am looking to increase my knowledge on a major natural resource and ecosystem like the Columbia River. Dams in the Columbia River Basin create obstacles for salmon and trout returning from the ocean, as well as local trout and sturgeon, including Chinook salmon, coho salmon, sockeye, chum, and pink salmon, steelhead trout, bull trout, and white sturgeon. Juvenile salmon and steelhead on their way to the oceans use spillways, bypass systems, and are transported in barges around the dams. There are over 400 dams in the region, and the majority of them are used for generating electricity, providing more electricity than any other source in the area. As species return to spawn, fish ladders and elevators assist the fish in their passage. However, about 40% of the area used by salmon and steelhead can no longer be accessed because of dams. Congress recognized that dams are harmful to fish through the Fish and Wildlife Coordination Act of 1934 that requires federal dams to consider their impact on fish and wildlife. Despite this, dams continued to be constructed on the Snake River until 1975, with turbines as the primary passage for young fish. In 1937, Bonneville Dam was one of the first dams constructed across the Columbia River and included fish ladders. The first solution for juvenile fish was to screen entrances to turbines and create an entrance for fish into the dam spillway, where fish could pass through the dam along with trash and debris. Some dams do not have a bypass because the sluiceway works efficiently enough to allow passage of juvenile fish. Other dams, like the Bonneville Dam, became so dangerous to juvenile fish that they had to be shut down during migrations until a solution could be found. According to the Army Corps of Engineers, over $1 billion has been invested in improving dam bypasses in the Columbia River and Snake Rivers, and the investment is producing positive results. Survival rates for juveniles have increased and migration times have decreased. Adult survival rates have remained low, and this has been attributed to dams not being the primary cause for salmon mortality. However, attempts are still being made to improve dams. Although further studies are required, NOAA is studying whether using dam bypasses causes delayed mortality in salmon through stress, injury, or delayed entry to the ocean. Dam bypasses might also have the unintended effect of reducing Darwinian fitness by allowing less fit fish to survive. Bypasses might also lead to the spread of non-native fish, as well as the spread of diseases and contaminants. Lastly, the mass of fish collecting at dam bypasses can create an opportunity for birds or fish to prey on the young fish. While juvenile survival rates have been increased by dam bypasses, adult return rates remain low. Dams create another pressure on fish survivability as research and technology continue to search for solutions. In addition to pollution, habitat destruction, climate change, and fishing, the low adult survivability might just be the result of too many pressures.